Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a good game. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by them front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
He turns it loose to the left. And they will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida State's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders.
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Looking for space to the left. Throws to the wideout. And the pass hits. Picked off. Still running at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Man.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll try the counter. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet. This
reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, no! What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back. And listen to the roar of this crowd. Getting some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. He's looking on the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll try it over the left side. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. The throw. Good timing on the quick out. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And just when you think the fullback is extinct, he makes a play, makes a catch, and moves the chain.
You got to be impressed with this fullback, too, because he's obviously built to block. He's built to live in the trenches. Look at this guy. But he has the ability to catch the football. Very soft hands. He's a good little weapon in this offense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Makes his connection. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Just a simple power play. power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Stands in and takes the hit. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll throw it. He's right on target. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. He'll keep it himself. Past the first down marker and still running.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll throw it on first down. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there. And even fires into traffic. Intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He's going to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Line getting set on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They take the lead with the 6. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to end that ball. Nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Firing to the right, complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On third down, going up top. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicky.
Oh, he wants it all. A full dive to haul that one in. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
He says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
From the gun, the ground game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Second down.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Coming after it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, look out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so...
Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Got it set up on the outside. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. The offense coughs it up. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. On first down, here comes this offense.
And you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man.
Flying out to the left. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't. He's off to the races. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. The give to the tailback. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
32.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's caught. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Looking to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And he's just going to spike it.
It leads to second down.
Second down coming up. These corners going to give them some space. On second down, wants to throw it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Caught. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Seminoles line it up with a first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Going for 6. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he's running in the open. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. A first down run on the doorstep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
39.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. They